This is part 2 of FileMate Clear customizing my son's tablet. We're on Google Play Store. Sorry for the interruption there. We're talking about the 3 stacked squares in the upper right, and if you tap on that, you get My Wish List, Redeem, Account, Settings, and Help. Magnifying glass, if you tap on the magnifying glass, will allow you to search with the keyboard popping open. And lastly, the most important one is this arrow that meets the line. That means downloads. Here are all the different apps that you've downloaded. Some apps like to be automatic downloading. This is not a good thing. Here's the reason why. If your son's using the tablet or your daughter's using a tablet and they have automatic updating, the moment you connect to Wi-Fi, guess what? Those apps want to update themselves. They're going to take priority over anything else. So if your son's browsing something on the internet, or maybe he's connected to the library that's in Wichita, Kansas, he's not going to be able to get through, or he'll notice some lag time because these apps are updating themselves. You as the customer or you as the user needs to decide when you want to update these things. So you decide that by making sure that you do not checkmark allow automatic updating. Okay? If you notice here, I have 4 apps that I need to update. This is update 4. I should decide when I want to do that. And I should have a routine, maybe once a week, maybe at a time that's convenient for me. I decide, okay, before I go to bed, I'm going to update these apps. And then I do that. But updating them first thing in the morning or updating them when you first get connected to Wi-Fi is going to hog up, no pun intended, that network for those apps to do that. So again, want to make sure when you tap on these that allow automatic update is not checkmarked. And we're just kind of scrolling through a couple of these. Notice I have 16 that are up to date. I'm just making sure that allow automatic update is not checkmarked. And so far it doesn't look like it is. Alright, so I'm good. I'm going to get out of there. I can also decide to open that game if I wanted to by tapping on open or uninstall it. So let's go back to the home key page. We're back here home. A couple other things that I want to point out real quick is you notice he's got a screensaver on there that will use the battery as well as the brightness level. So to look at that real quick, we're going to tap on the apps folder here in the corner. We're going to go to settings. And we're going to go to battery. This tells you there's 85% discharging. I've had 40 minutes, 21 seconds on the battery. If I want to refresh or get an automatic live update, I would tap on refresh. And it's going to tell me what's using the most of my battery. As you can see here, the screen is using 85% of the battery. And if I want to adjust that, I would just tap on it. Okay, and I go to display, and I go to brightness. And here I would lower the brightness, maybe halfway. Okay, and I hit OK. I go back to battery. I hit refresh. And it might take a moment or two for the update to happen here on the screen. Launcher is now at 8%, Google Play Store 4%, Wi-Fi 3%. Let me refresh it one more time. I'm still at the screen, 85%. Let me tap on screen one more time. Make sure that I've already adjusted the settings. Display, brightness. Brightness is halfway. I should get an update here shortly showing that, battery, that the amount of battery being used, this percentage should go down a little bit. I apologize if it doesn't take it in a minute of this video, but it will eventually. Notice that the other percents are all pretty small. What we'll do is we'll check back later on this, and then I'll add the comments to my YouTube page. But for the most part, keep an eye on the battery and keep an eye on what's using the battery. This should be a graph that would have ups and downs to show the cycles for it being charged. Best way to charge this tablet is to actually turn it off. And you do that by pushing this button right here. Push and hold for 5 seconds. You should get a screen that looks like this. You tap OK. Power it off completely, and then you would charge the tablet by connecting it to its wall charger right here. You should see a pin in the middle there. All right. Thanks so much for watching Fan of FileMate, FileMate Clear 9-year-old's tablet, and how to customize it. If you have any other questions, please feel free to like us on our Facebook page at Wintech Industries, or visit Wintech Industries at www.wintech.com. Thanks so much, and have a great day.